Hello. My name is Njabulo. You can call me Jabsy. It doesn't really matter. What I'm going to be doing right now is giving you tips on what to do when your computer doesn't power on. First things first, check whether there's power coming from your wall sockets. You can easily do this just by plugging in another device. If you're using an extension cord, make sure that your extension cord is not faulty. You can also check it by plugging in a device. That's also pretty simple. Another thing that you can do is you check your case. In your case here, you have your power cord. Make sure that your power cord is properly connected to your computer. And there's also a voltage selection switch. Your voltage selection switch will be set at different values for different countries, depending on which country you're in. So here at the moment I'm in South Africa, and here it's set to 230 volts. It's up to you to make sure that you know what voltage it's supposed to be set to in your country. Some power supplies will also have an on and off switch. Make sure that your power supply is on. Another thing that you need to understand is that some computer systems are connected to surge protectors or surge suppressors to allow the computer to be protected from power fluctuations. Make sure that these devices are on, because that's what might be causing your computer not to power on. When your device doesn't power on, you must make sure that the surge protector is not faulty in itself, because if it's faulty, it might be the thing that's causing the computer not to power on. So what you need to do is remove the surge protector. If you remove it and the computer turns on fine, then obviously that's the problem. Find a good surge protector, plug it back in, connect, and the computer will be fine. If all this still doesn't solve your problem, then open your case. But make sure before you open your case that your power is off. I've already opened the case in this case. I've already opened it just to save time. Now as soon as you open your case, make sure that you reseat your components, and you also, as well as your cables. Make sure disconnect the cable, put it back in, disconnect the cable, put it back in, disconnect, put it back in, and then close your case, turn the power on, see if the problem has been solved. If the computer is still giving you problems after this, it could be your power supply. If your power supply is faulty, it's easy to remove a power supply from the computer. Putting it back on again, connecting everything back on might be a problem if you're still new. So make sure that you know where everything fits in. Use whatever you have to do. Use whatever you must, I should say, to ensure that you remember where everything was connected. But at the back of your power supply, it's easy. There's like 4 screws. Remove the 4 screws, and then you take out your power supply and find a working power supply, plug it back in, and check if your computer will power on now. If your computer still fails to power on, it could be your power switch up front is damaged. Feel the power switch, press it, and if it feels strange, or you notice as you open the case that there's some pieces from the power switch that maybe fell off, then the power switch could be the problem. But this is very rare. It's very rare though that it's your power switch that's causing such a problem, but it's very possible. Another thing that you need to look at, if all these things are still causing you problems, if after trying all these things your computer is still causing you problems, then chances are it's your motherboard. You might have to replace your motherboard. In fact, big chances that is your motherboard, so you probably have to replace your motherboard. Those are about all the tips that you really need. These are the most common issues when it comes to your computer not powering on. If you follow all these steps, you make a checklist for yourself, you should be able to take care of all these issues in no time. Most computers are pretty reliable for the most part, so it will never be hectic things. If you truly understand what I've just taught you right now, then you should be fine. That's all for today's tips. We'll see you next time.